Hello everyone, you're now with me, Ruben Gomez, for TVS News at 5. Moving on to the news. A total of 41 firefighters from 4 fire stations in Kuching, together with villagers, carried out the post-flood cleaning program and rehabilitation in Batu Kawah. The program was conducted at 3 locations, namely Kampung Rantau Panjang, Kampung Sinar Budi Lama, and Kampung Tengah Sungai.
Works involving public infrastructures such as surau, mosque, schools, road and multipurpose hall following the flooding on Wednesday. According to the Fire and Rescue Department Sarawak Director Kiruddin Rahman, the program was carried out at the request of Batu Kawah Assemblyman Dato' Dr. Sim Kui Hian.
Dan masyarakat di N14 ini cukup 14 ni cukup beruntung sebab inilah kata permintaan daripada adun setempat lah. Dan program-program yang kita buat ini adalah berdasarkan kepada keperluan untuk kita membantu masyarakat tempat dalam pemulihan dan juga pembersihan kawasan. Dan ada juga.
He also said that the program only focused on places used by the public. However, in certain situations, the program also offers assistance to clean private homes.
Dan kita akan cuma membantu bagi rumah murah persendian yang diduduki oleh warga mas. Orang tua yang mana mereka tidak ada orang lain membantu, kita akan bagi bantulah bersama dengan bomba komuniti kita dengan pasukan yang ada di kawasan.
Following the rain warning that continues until Monday issued by the Malaysian Meteorology Department, Kiruddin said the firefighters are always ready to face any possible flood in the future.
Baik, kita dapat lihat para penduduk dan juga pihak bomba kini sedang giat menjalankan kerja-kerja pembersihan di Kampung Sinar Budi Lama. Berdasarkan maklumat yang saya dapati, terdapat 225 penduduk daripada 47 keluarga dari Kampung Sinar Budi Lama telah dipindahkan ke PPS Batu Kawah 38 Commercial Centre pada Rabu. Dan sekarang ada antara mereka telah kembali ke kediaman masing-masing untuk mengemas dan mencuci rumah mereka selepas banjir. Saya juga turut difahamkan bahawa terdapat 10 PPS di kawasan Batu Kawah telah ditutup pada Sabtu dan PPS Batu Kawah 38 Commercial Centre akan ditutup pada jam 11 pagi pada Ahad. Sekian laporan dari saya, Radin Aida bersama juru kamera Awang Azmil untuk TVS.
All primary pupils and students from Form 1 to Form 5 will follow home-based teaching and learning PDPR according to the suitability of teachers and students from January 20th. The Ministry of Education recommends that schools that are not registered with the MOE, including those under state government, to follow these regulations as well. The ministry in a statement said the face-to-face school sessions commencing January 20th for the whole country would only involve students sitting for SPM, Sijil Vocational Malaysia SVM, Sijil Kemahiran Malaysia SKM, STPM, Sijil Tinggi Agama Malaysia STAM, and Malaysian Vocational Diploma DVM, as well as equivalent international examinations last year. The decisions follows discussion with the Health Ministry and the National Security Council (MKN), as well as in reference to the recent COVID-19 case trend. Parents or guardians are allowed to take their children or foster children home at any convenient time in accordance with the set guidelines. Form 5 2020 and Form 6 students will need to follow the physical classes in school until the completion of their examinations. For normal boarding schools, the MOE said Form 1, Form 4 and Form 5 students could stay in their hostels and follow the online classes at their schools or go home and follow the PDPR. Starting November 2016, the cooking oil subsidy is only for 1 kilogram polybag packaging. This to maintain the subsidy for cooking oil in 1 kg packet and to ensure that the people can still get the supply of cooking oil for household use at an affordable price of 2 ringgit 50 cent per kilogram. Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Minister Datuk Sri Alexander Nantarlinggi said the implementation was made through the Cooking Oil Stabilisation Scheme (COSS). Nantar said this in response to complaints by social media users about the price of 5 kg of bottled cooking oil sold at a higher price in the market. He also said that currently 60,000 tons of subsidized cooking oil is provided every month to be distributed nationwide, including in rural areas, and the amount is sufficient for the use of Malaysians. The ministry is committed to ensuring the availability of subsidized cooking oil supply in the market through monitoring of cooking oil manufacturers and packaging companies, auditing in each cooking oil supply chain, as well as conducting daily inspections at retailers, wholesalers and supermarkets. Entrepreneurs need to continuously equip themselves with new knowledge and skills, not only for their businesses' survival, but also to take advantage of the many new opportunities. The Ministry of Entrepreneur Development and Cooperatives (MADAC) has urged entrepreneurs to take full advantage of the various assistance, incentives and programs. Minister Datuk Sri Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar said informal business entrepreneurs are also encouraged to register with the relevant authorities. He added so that all the allocations and assistance available could be channeled to the eligible recipients. According to the ministry's surveys, some of the major challenges that entrepreneurs will face during the Movement Control Order 2.0 are cash flow constraints and lower sales volume. This is largely due to the decline in customer demand as well as the shorter business operating hours. Wan Junaidi said the micro and informal entrepreneurs would be the most affected by cash flow constraints. They do not have much saving to cover business operating costs such as employee salaries, rental and utility bills. The Sarawak government has decided to implement the Conditional Movement Control Order (CMCO) throughout the state for 14 days starting this Monday, which is tomorrow, until January 31st. The decision was made following the increase in positive COVID-19 cases in the state over the past few days. We're now with our reporter on the ground, Hendy Gui. Hendy, what can you tell us on the SOP compliance there?
Thank you, Ruben. We are now reporting live from Arrowville Vegetable Market. Yesterday, the state government has announced the extension of the Conditional Movement Control Order (CMCO) in Kuching starting 18 to 31st January 2021, following the spike in COVID-19 cases in Kuching for the past few days. Through my survey, the SOP compliance in the market is up to par, whereby I was asked to scan my Sejahtera app and my temperature before entering the market. So the SOP compliance, as you can see at the stalls behind me, is strictly enforced, whereby the food handler wears masks and gloves to ensure the hygiene of the area. Okay, Ruben, here I have two frequent customers of the market who would like to answer some questions. So, Miss Melvina and Miss Patricia, I'm sure you're aware of the extension of CMCO in Kuching. And what are your thoughts in terms of the SOP compliance?
In terms of the government's implementation for the SOP compliance, I think it's very much needed because we need to control the virus from spreading to other people. So we have to follow their rules. We have to wear masks. Don't forget to bring your sanitizers everywhere you go. Yeah, this.
And how about you? Do you have any opinions about the SOP compliance in this market?
Yeah, all the stores are following their SOP lah, and then it's not as meriah as last time lah. Yeah. So as you can see, the stalls are quite far from each other, so that it's not quite crowded lah.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, yeah? So remember people, compliance to the SOP should not be taken lightly because the fight against the virus has yet to end. So remember to sanitize your hand, wear your face mask and practice social distancing. I'm Hendy Gui with cameraman Awang Asmil for TVS.
Well, that's the report from Hendy Gui at Arrowville Vegetable Markets. Remember, guys, the war on COVID-19 haven't ended yet. Always comply with SOP. We'll be back after the commercial break. Right, welcome back. A number of Malaysians working in Singapore have started receiving the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. Those who received the injection are mostly working in the sector that is given priority to receive the vaccine. Some of them started sharing their experience in the Malaysian-Singapore Border Crossers Facebook page, which now has a following of almost 82,000 members. The Singapore government has made provision for all Singaporeans and long-term residents in Singapore to be vaccinated by end 2021 if there are no unforeseen disruptions to vaccine shipments. Singapore received the first shipment of Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine on December 21st to ensure accessibility of the vaccine and enable the Republic to achieve a higher rate of inoculation for the population. This vaccination will be free. According to the Republic's Ministry of Health, as of January 12, 2021, more than 6,200 individuals have received their first dose of the vaccine here. These numbers are expected to rise substantially in the coming weeks as it continues to ramp up its vaccination operation. A 16-year-old girl has claimed to have been raped by a male suspect while being locked up at a police station in Miri. The victim, accompanied by her father, lodged a police report on the incident this afternoon. The underage girl was earlier arrested by the police for alleged involvement in illegal online gambling activities.
Miri District Police Chief ACP Hakim Al-Hawari said the police will not compromise with any officers or personnel who have been found to have neglected their duties. Hakamal assured the public that appropriate action and punishment would be imposed against the policemen involved if they are found to have neglected their duties. He, however, said the police could not reveal any further information regarding the case as it involved a juvenile. This is in accordance with Section 15(1) of the Children Act 2001, which does not allow any party to disclose information regarding the victim, and the case is still under court hearing. The Integrity and Standard Compliance Division of the Miri District Police Headquarters has carried out an investigation and preliminary actions have been taken against the two policemen involved. The suspect has been charged in the Sessions Court Children's Court under Section 376(1) of the Penal Code.
Well, that's all from me for TVS News at 5. Ruben Gomez, anytime, anywhere.